Go live or go home, baby. Go live or
That's
go
right.
home. Okay. So here we are. We're wrapping up a week of training, a solid week of training, a solid week of training for us as we're new at this, right? But the one thing that I wanted to kind of target today and wrap the whole week up is these marketing tools that we have, these digital marketing tools. I've spoke to enough real estate agents. If you ask them, hey, where's my website? I can literally count on maybe two hands, maybe probably more like one and a half, how many agents have shown me technology that they're currently using that actually really is intuitive and works and their clients use it, you know? And just as me personally, my clients, the main tool they're using is OneHome, which is basically the portal into the MLS that I set a client up with. It's either looking for property, investment property, and so on. So that's it, you know? So when it comes to marketing, wide open, the market's wide open. I think today is, for me, I want to make sure that everybody kind of gets where I'm coming from when it comes to real estate and tying that to like the Mike Herb, agent on fire idea. It means, agent on fire. It's almost too self-explanatory, you know. You're a real estate agent, not on fire, you're not going to get noticed. If you're in any kind of sales driven company, job, position, whatever, if you don't have something that is believable, you're going to make it. Flatline, what do we call it in one of our videos? It's a flatline experience. And the criticism that I've got, creative criticism that I've received, but we don't call it criticism. We're going to call it strategic feedback on me in front of a camera trying to hold a topic and capture attention versus just me being me. Being me sells better. Okay. And me being me is what Agents on Fire is all about. Like tapping into that thing that gives you complete freedom to say and do whatever you want because it's all coming from the right place for your clients, for your friends, your family, whatever. But the point is that is what sells in this, market that's been marketed to, for as long as our country has been here. All right. I was actually, I'm going to shift here on that and just cap it with what we are here to accomplish is to take agents on textbook, agents on Zillow, agents on Tom Ferry, agents on, this is how you do it. This is the way they've always done it. This is the way it's been done. Make sure you go to the meetings. Make sure you do. That's good. Don't get me wrong. There's things you got to do. But we are the anti when it comes to that. We are here to create that spark. Transformers, they call it the all spark. We're here to create your all spark. All right. So now let's cap that. And I actually want to talk about something really cool that happened yesterday that has to do with Indian property, American Indian land versus American Indian leased land, which I get that conversation all the time. I specialize down in Palm Springs working with Indian families. And instead of going in there with an end game, okay, I went in there about 3.5 years ago with nothing but an open mind to learn how it all works, how the process works, how the federal government is involved, and how the transitional process that we have to go through, working directly with the tribes and all that kind of thing. And what I had this conversation yesterday with a guy I haven't talked to in a while, and I got a 1 hour lesson in real estate Indian style. And the one of the takeaways I got, and I want everyone to have it, and I don't think anyone can really comprehend it, including myself. But when you're talking about selling someone's family's property, okay, when you're talking to an American Indian, you're talking to someone who's had that property in their family for probably, 6,000 years. Okay. It isn't like real property in California American law. And the way it works is the States Department of Interior has something called the Bureau of Indian Affairs. And that is a federal body that manages all Indian owned land in trust for those families. So it's almost like you're buying real estate in another country because they separate this. Now, I'm not going to explain it and give you an Indian lesson today, but I just want to say that when you come up against any real estate challenge, something you don't know, the standard answer that brokers tell agents, and I know this because I'm an agent, and I've worked with brokers that are very old and probably should be retired, and they're very knowledgeable, and they've done all these things, and president of this, and board of this and that and whatever. But that is the moldy world, okay? That is the old world. And coming into a conversation as the all-knowing closes your mind. So I have to say, like, I can't even tell you how fun it is to have a conversation where every other sentence is something I get to learn new. Okay. So that is what I say to all agents. That standard answer that brokers tell you, and here's that answer. Here it is. What? Here it is. Client says, so what's the zoning here? And the agent doesn't know, right? The agent looks at the client and literally tries to come up with, well, I don't know. I think it's this. I don't know. I think it's that. I've done it. Okay. The way to handle that is do your homework before you go to the conversation, because clients don't want to hear, I'll get back to you, or let me make a phone call. Don't get me wrong. That's the standard, operating mode. I can get that answer. And I say that. But if I do the job right, when I come back to that conversation, I have every answer and I've researched it. And an answer that's a well-researched answer that comes across as, this is where I got the answer, this is what I'm pretty sure it is a good answer, as opposed to, I don't know, I'll get back to you. Don't get me wrong. That's okay. So I'm standing here at the back of the Etiwanda, top of Etiwanda Avenue, or Boulevard, or whatever this is. It goes all the way down there. And it's gorgeous up here. I've been up here many times to go on hikes. Eric, our client, was here with us the other day, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to go up there on Friday. That's a good idea. So here I am, and I'm going to hand this one over to you, because today is Friday wrap day, and I don't know how many people we have in the Firestorm boot camp this weekend, but I'll tell you, the more that come, the bigger the fire. So if you're into it, come show up, and I'm going to light some serious bombs over the weekend in different neighborhoods doing what I do. Absolutely. So that's my chime for that's my blast. That's my Molotov for the afternoon. And then I'm going to head down this area down here. I actually have a couple of clients. I'm going to go visit them, bring them a Starbucks or whatever. So.
Ooh, that sounds good. I wish you were closer and could bring me a Starbucks.
Oh yeah, right. It's like it's up there about 700 miles. No, 500 miles.
More probably.
Vacaville's not that far. How far up above Vacaville are you?
I'm above Reading, almost to
Above
the
Reading.
Oregon border.
Yeah, yeah, no. So it's like sex. I don't even know what that is. Just
I'm
500
about
miles.
5 miles, 5 hours from Vacaville.
Right. It's cold up there still, isn't it?
Yeah, it's warming up. It's getting really nice. It's beautiful. So when I was talking to you pre-call and you're eating your yummy burrito, you were
Very funny. Very funny. We're gonna talk about my burrito. It was a
yeah, well,
chorizo burrito,
yeah,
and
it
they're
was
really,
huge.
really. It was the size of a football.
So you were talking
The
about
rest of the day.
your spot is beautiful. You kind of go in and out a little bit. So um you were talking about door knocking. You were going to go door knocking later. What is that like? Um, what does that entail? Talk to
Door
me.
knocking to me is something that never goes away in real estate, and I know a lot of people don't do it because it's just like old days. But I like to go door knocking because I enjoy meeting people. So, if I go door knock on 30, 40 doors a week at the most, then I tend to meet people in the community. They remember me, and I always try and go back to the same neighborhood. So I pick. This is what I do in real estate. I pick neighborhoods I like. I pick neighborhoods I like the architecture. I pick neighborhoods I like where they put the neighborhood. Out here, part of Southern California. So basically, where we're at here, for those that are watching that are from California, Newport Beach is about 45 minutes that direction.
Uh-oh, your camera went off.
That's because someone called me and I just didn't take it. Um, Newport Beach is about 5 minutes that direction. The mountains and skiing is about 20 minutes that direction. So you're really close to a lot of, suburban neighborhoods all throughout the Inland Empire. They call this the Inland Empire, right? Most of the homes and communities are out here were built in like the last 50 years, 40 years. I mean, in most of this whole neighborhood that we're in right here, all these homes were built like in the last 10 years, I think. And so it's all these massive mega development designs. Okay. If you look over there, they're putting in 10,000 houses over that direction.
Wow.
Okay. We actually bought a house just up the way, which is about halfway between here and the houses we have in the mountains. But the thing is when I go into a neighborhood, the first thing I look at is how did they lay the neighborhood out? Because someone designed it, someone thought of it. And there's a lot of things to take into consideration. And I'm no developer, but I have enough connection to it to know what I'm looking at. So that's what I do. So I tend to walk those neighborhoods. And then I'm actually walking around meeting people and they're telling me about those things. There's a neighborhood in Rancho or Upland, I guess it would be. They call it the Colonies. And it was built 5, I think.
2005.
I can't remember exactly when it was built. I used to have this stuff dial when we lived there. But anyway, you can talk to people that bought those houses when they were new, and they have great stories to tell you. Regardless of whether you get new clients, they have great stories to tell you about everything that happened in the neighborhood. It's just great. That's why I do go door knocking. I don't necessarily go door knocking with the attitude that, okay, I've got to go out and be a real estate guy today. I just go out and be Mike Day. Let's just go out and be Mike Day and meet people.
That's awesome.
Meet
I
people.
love that. That's getting to know your territory, your
Mm-hmm.
land. And we've been talking about creating video for our seller magnet. And as in marketing, it's like 7 touches. Usually it takes about 7 touches. I forgot to turn my light before they recognize you.
Right.
Or click on your ad or respond to what you're putting out there in front of people. So that's a touch. You were talking about there it is. Making some videos for our seller lead magnets. And that's just another it's an absolute.
Buyers
Um,
too. Buyers and sellers need a video lead magnet, and every agent that we bring into the firestorm that gets a lead magnet needs to be ready to make their first video. So listen to that right now.
yep.
You want to know how to make a video? Call, text, or email me. I will tell you what to do. It takes you no more than a 20-second, 30-second hit, and I guarantee it will literally megafy your results from your lead magnet when you go live with it.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a big
easy.
difference between, yeah,
I can
there's a
show you
big,
right now how to do it. And I will in
yeah,
just a second, but it's just like connecting with the people in the territory that you're taking. That's your land. You should know it like the
right,
back of your hand. And then when people, see your video, they're like, yeah, I know that guy. He came and took
right.
time to talk to me, bought me a coffee at Starbucks.
Yeah,
But
see, that to me is important. And you as a marketing, you're the marketing machine in the back office behind all of us real estate agents on the front lines. And without that video, the technology only gets to do about half its job.
yep. So I'm going to show you right now how easy it can be. I mean, we have high production videos on our website that we've done, put a lot of money and effort and time into, really produced, which is awesome.
Hmm.
But it's also like not letting the tech of it get in the way of getting it done. I have an
Hmm.
iPhone, and iPhone makes very high quality video.
Hmm.
Hold it horizontally, turn on your camera, turn it towards yourself, put it, stand, like I usually stand behind my fireplace, stand in a beautiful desert area, something that's nice looking, push play. I just kind of like hold it still. I put it on a tripod usually, and I make a statement, stop, because you're going to have to cut it. I don't move, and I keep filming.
Right.
And super easy. You could download an app, like on the iPhone, you can download the iMovie app, cut, trim, put it together. There you go. Really simple way to make a good looking video that is going to connect with your audience more so than just words, just text.
I
Or
am really stoked we're talking tech right now because I'm going to throw one in there. I'm going to throw one in there. And I actually heard about it the first time from my good buddy, Pete Lormer. And again, from one of the greatest Hollywood editors I know, Glenn Fleischner. Plug the Fleischner, plug the Hollywood mob, baby. We go way back. Anyway, there's an app you can get called Filmic. Put it on your iPhone. It will turn your iPhone into a professional movie camera. Filmic, Filmic, or IK. I can't remember, but you'll find it. It'll turn your phone into a professional movie camera. That's it.
I love that.
That's what I was thinking of, right?
I'm gonna put that in our resource book.
Filmic resource book. Filmic.
Film
A
it.
program
Okay.
called Over, and this is for still work, but you can put up to 30-second videos in it. Here's another tool that I love and live by. Everything on my Instagram, other than those last 4 or 5 live plugs on the challenge, were created with a program called Over, which recently was purchased by GoDaddy, and they call it GoDaddy Studio now. And that program is golden because you can sit in a waiting room, in a whatever, in the doctor's office, doesn't matter where you are, and you can create high quality, eye catching content with picture, text, video. Everything can all go into one canvas, similar to Canva,
Mm-hmm.
Canva, but really easy to use on the phone. Although I don't know what I'm talking about with Canva. I just know Canva's cool. I use it. I mean, we use Canva, but
I love Canva. I use it all the time, even though I have like background in the Photoshop and all the creative suites. I went to school for that and have the $80,000 education in that. I use Canva usually. But
what's your favorite editing platform?
as far as as far as making logos and branding stuff,
Right.
depends on what I'm doing. If it's general, I use Canva. if it, it's like I also use Illustrator and Adobe Photoshop.
Do you ever use Premiere to edit?
I
Okay.
have. When I was in college, I used Premiere. I don't use it anymore, but I use Camtasia.
Oh, okay. Heard of that.
Um,
I don't know what it is, but
yeah, it's kind of for making educational videos. It's like a
okay.
screen, capturing screen. But
Oh.
one other tool that we've used is going into the app store and getting a teleprompter for your phone.
Right. Yeah.
Because I can hold my
yeah.
phone. I always want to hold my phone horizontally. This is a nightmare. Horizontal is the best way. But when you're going to go live on Facebook or just live and making your video for your seller or your buyer lead magnet,
Right.
downloading that free teleprompter, typing in your script, I can hold it right here, read from it, and my eyes are looking right at the camera.
You know what, too? You make video. These videos that we're doing, like I was talking about, we're burning this right now. We're burning down the first 7-day challenge. And I say, it's up, down, like the training, it's not specific, it's like a conference as opposed to a training. But this is what we're trying to get to, and this is where you will go if you come with us down this rabbit hole. Okay. We will turn you into a cutting edge on fire agent. It doesn't matter if you're a real estate agent or a dog food agent. Okay. You're an agent. That's the point of being an agent. So cap off that conversation I started in on and gave you the conversation about my friend it's an American Indian. He remembered how to get a hold of me through my lead magnet and messaged me on my lead magnet because he remembered me, and he remembered that that's how he got a hold of me, and he knew
Oh,
if he did that, I would call him right back in seconds and answer him, and we were on the phone. So remember that. Lead magnets are lifetime communication tools. A lead magnet that we work with, and this is such a deeper dive than just this training thing, but this is what I think. Okay. So you see people that post on Instagram and Facebook and other platforms, LinkedIn and different professional level programs for professionals. And they post pictures of themselves doing shit like this.
yep.
And there's something behind them, like a big desert with a couple cities, Hey, look, get me wrong. How many real estate communications and actual conversations have come out of that? I mean, we were talking the other day, and this was off. I think it was off. I don't remember now because we're on live so much. But Jessica and I went to San Luis Obispo. We went horseback riding. It was a blast. Didn't think anything of it. But wherever I go, I want to go look at houses. I go to houses. I look at houses. I make appointments. I meet agents. And because of an Instagram picture and because I was in San Luis Obispo, that is a listing that's closing next week. Okay. From that picture, but it wasn't just the picture. See, there has to be some interaction with people, right? So that's why forget pictures.
He must have got another phone call. Forget pictures, is what he said.
I know I said forget pictures. Forget pictures. Video. Talk to you.
Can't hear you.
Don't. What happened?
I don't know. You couldn't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. All right. Well, look. Let's do this. Let's wrap this early. let's everybody get into Firestorm this weekend. As many people as we can. The bigger the fire, the more people, the bigger the storm. And we'll do a lot of fun stuff. We'll get into it. We'll have 3 specific tasks. And at the end of the weekend, everyone should walk away with a new listing. That's our goal.
Absolutely.
Everyone that's in that storm should have a new listing. And at the end of the day, Sunday, you will have your lead magnet video done and live online.
Yep.
So that's it. I got to call that guy back. And you, me, and Eric Stunkel will have a conversation. I didn't see him come in. And that's it. You got anything else?
Nope. Every time that your name appears on that phone, ching-a-ling-a-ling, making money, honey.
Right. You got it. All right. Thank you, Sienna. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Great weekend. I'll see you in the storm.